Well, I was looking through my YouTube channel the other night and realised I haven't done a video on me, well, my biggest project so far really. This old gal. It's eventually going to be my first car, and hopefully we'll have it on the road this summer. Sometime sort of mid-August is my deadline really. And also a friend at school was asking me a few questions about it, so I thought I'll do a video on it. I'll just start her up and get her out. I can give you a bit of a walk around, show you what I've done, what still needs doing. Let's see if I can find somewhere to put the camera down, or I'm not going to hit it. Biggest change I've made is when I bought her, she had a 2.25 litre petrol under the bonnet, not the original. It was an ex-military Series 3 engine that had been fitted along with a Series 3 gearbox. But I took that out and I've changed it for a 2.5 litre Land Rover Discovery engine, but I've taken the turbo off because they had a reputation for mincing the gearbox. That's fitted it. Runs lovely. Still got to fit the bonnet catch. I've changed the original headlamps for halogen ones, which are a lot better. I've still got to rewire the front lights because they're crap, they don't work. Both front wings have been partially replaced. With this one I've only replaced the outer skin because I slightly touched the barn wall against it. Bumper has been replaced, and as has this wing, as it was quite badly damaged in an accident before I bought it. I've got the front apron somewhere, got to refit it. Also got a little hole there, but I'm hoping I'll weld that at some point. I'll put a plate behind, an aluminium plate behind that, and pop it in place. I've fitted a pair of new doors, well, second-hand door bottoms and brand new door tops to it, because the originals were as rotten as a pair. I haven't yet fitted this door, but it's ready to go on when I can be bothered. I've got a bit of wiring to it, hence the panels off. There's wires sitting around there. It's got a Series 3 gearbox, which I don't like. The gear positioning on it and everything is it feels like wobbling a wet sponge round in custard. It's horrible. I eventually intend to refit a proper Series 2 gearbox to it, which is also stronger than the Series 3 box. I've still got a bit of welding to do on it, but I've also done quite a bit already. That bit of footwell has been replaced. Both front drum irons have been replaced. And, hang on. I've completely replaced that footwell. Still got to weld up that little hole there. A couple of holes there that the previous owner drilled. I've got a couple of patches to do there. And, hang on. Round there. I'll turn it off so you can... There you go, you can hear me now. Yeah, I've still got those patches by the windscreen to do, which I'm not looking forward to doing. I keep putting off, but they've got to be done at some point. Welded all this down here. A couple of holes a friend missed when he was welding it. Spastic. Yeah, it's not bad condition. It needs a bolt in there. It's little bits and pieces to do. Needs all the door seals replacing, but I'm going to fit Defender door seals. Grind this little lip off and just fit the push-on Defender ones. They're so much easier. They're not quite as good, but they're cheaper and far easier to fit. And to be honest, it's so unoriginal anyway. I'm not too fussed about originality. Yeah, I've still got a bit of wiring to do. I've got the front lights, and what else have I got to do? Other thing I'm going to do before it goes on the road is it's currently got 205 by 16 radials on it, which they look all right. They look a little bit small, but the other thing is they're a bit low geared. So I've got some 750 by 16 tyres to go on. I've just got to find the rims to go with them. They should up the gearing a little bit, because with the diesel engine it revs slower, but a lot more powerful, so I can go for nice high gearing. I've also got to buy a set of high ratio differentials to put in it. 3.541 differentials instead of the standard 4.7. Yeah, just got to find some rims for the tyres to go on first though. Still a little bit more chassis welding to do. The middle body cross member, which I don't think you can see there. I can't see it. I don't want to get too wet kneeling on the ground. Where is it? Oh yeah, just behind the spring. That needs some welding. So that's got a couple of little holes in it. Another place I just found a hole is outrigger there. Needs doing before it can get an MOT. Other than that, it's not too bad. Still got to find a driver's side floor panel. I took it off when I was doing the engine conversion. I put it in a safe place. Haven't found it yet. No, generally it's a fairly solid beast. I mean, the chassis is not bad. Most of it's been replaced over the years, but the eventual plan is put a galvanised chassis under it, because as I say, it's not very original, so I'm not too fussed about keeping it. Stick a galvanised chassis, get a galvanised bolt head, because this one is fairly, it's not bad. I mean, there's a lot worse. People have repaired a lot worse. But I don't really want to be chasing holes. It's going to be my daily driver for, I imagine, quite a few years. So I'm just going to go with a galvanised bulkhead, save myself any problems. Front panel needs welding, but again, I'm going to put that off for this year probably. Smear a bit of grease over it just to stop it going any further. And I'll try and buy a galvanised front panel for it. If I don't get round to it, I can't afford it, I'll weld that hole up. But again, that's another bit I'm not particularly looking forward to. Just trying to think what else I've got to do. Not a lot. It needs windscreen wiper arms. It came with a Series 3 setup, I think. Or was it might have been a late Series 2A setup, where it had a single wiper motor mounted on top of the passenger footwell. But that system gave up the ghost soon after I bought it, so I bought these matching, well, not colour wise, matching wipe most off a boat, I think they came off. Fitted them, but just need the wiper arms to go with them. That wire needs tucking in. But other than that, it's a pretty solid machine. I'm looking forward to getting it on the road. What else needs talking about? Nothing much. I'm going to leave the seats. I mean, they're held together with parcel tape, but they'll do for the moment. I've got my eye on a seat that Ashcroft Trim make. I like it. It's a bit expensive for me at the moment. I think it's about 150 quid for the seat, but it's a nice high back one. It's slightly thinner squab, but with memory foam in it. But it allows me to get further back from the pedals, because whilst people think Land Rovers are big vehicles, there's actually not a lot of space for in there. It's quite tight. It's not uncomfortable, but it could be bigger. No, I think that's about it. It doesn't seem to leak that much oil. There's a slight weep from the rear diff, but that's about it. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. Hopefully get back to you in the summer with progress report, hopefully on the road. Cheers for watching.